Well, hello everybody, and welcome to your week 7 module 7 focus video for the IDS 105 learning community. Y'all, I want to take just a really quick minute and show you what is due here in module 7 to make sure that you will have a successful week. So as always, you go into your course, go into learning modules, click to module 7. And you will notice that for module 7, you have a discussion assignment. This is not graded. This is just a space for you to ask any questions you might have about putting together that final project, that guidebook. You can share some tips for like what you're doing and how you're writing it. You can discuss some helpful motivational strategies with your peers or share ideas that have helped you manage like working on your project while also being, having home life, work life, school life, all the things, right? It's just really an opportunity to kind of share like how you're doing things, but you do not have to post anything. And as a reminder, do not upload any part of your final project, that guidebook, to this discussion. So again, not graded. It's just an opportunity for you to share things if you wish. The big focus here for module 7, week 7, is that 7-2 project. So when you click on those guidelines and rubrics, just as a reminder, it is going to bring up your overview of the project. So all term, you have been working on that template, right? You have chosen a scenario back in week 2, and you have used that scenario to answer questions for each of your project drafts that you have uploaded for this term. So your actual final project, this guidebook, is the completed project template. So you want to make sure when you click the blue, gets you to where you go, and you open up that project template, you have been working all term filling that out, right? So we use that scenario for module 2 to answer all the questions for week 2, week 3, week 4, and then week 5, we picked our conflict and talked about it in the week 5 project draft. So as of this point, it is completed. What your job is now is to go back, and I want to pull up that template for you, is to go back, go into your template, look back at what your instructor has given you for your graded feedback, any things that from week to week that you might need to update or add some details or maybe edit a little bit. Basically, here for week 7, you are just cleaning up your guidebook. Okay. So you've already put in the work. You've answered the questions for this guidebook, part 1, part 2, and part 3 through the term. So now your job is to go back, clean it up. This is a great time to work with the academic support, written feedback, those writing services. Plus, you can check in with your instructor if you weren't clear on maybe their feedback or if you had any changes. If you did really well, you won't have any changes. Just make sure that everything looks good, that every question is answered, everything's filled out. By the time you get all done, it is that 3 to 5 page document that you're turning in. As a reminder, if you used any sources, make sure that you cite them, and then you want to submit that completed document back underneath module 7. Okay. So that's it for module 7. You just want to make sure you clean up your project template that you've been using all term. If you're stuck, you have questions, reach out to your instructor, reach out to your advisor, use your resources like the academic support team. You have that optional discussion in there. As a reminder, your final project guidebook is due by Sunday of week 7, module 7, but you could always turn it in earlier, and the discussion does not have a due date because it is not graded. Y'all are going to do awesome. We can't wait to see the completed project all together. I know you've worked really hard on this all term, and have a wonderful week 7.